will try this solution and see if it works a lot better. Oh, well, already it works a lot better because the other one ran out of, excuse me, let me set this up. Ran out of battery power, and that's just no good. So let's start with an audio test. Test. All right. Well, it's a little lower now. I think I need to fiddle with it a little bit more, but I think the sound quality is a lot better. Yeah, that sounds a lot better. There's a lot less of the garbled speech and hisses and pops. So we'll try that out. Meanwhile, I was going to do a silent one since the headset I was using is battery operated and it ran out of power. I was going to do a silent refit, but now the parts finally came. I was able to slap it together, and we'll see how well this works. I can get a solution set up so I can hold this mic. It's got a holder, but no platform for the holder to set on. Well, there's always something. Get a little drink of water there. I thought that I wasn't going to have any audio, so I had some milk with lunch. So bear with me if I have a little bit of coughing. But we are going to refit the hauler to conform to the MK2 standards. We will start by fixing the landing gear issue. I don't think it has enough volume, but I think placement will aid a lot in addressing that issue. But yeah, we're going to be doing space engineers today, mostly, like we have for the entire day already. Alright, let's see. This is standard placement for it. There. And we may need to tear this one down all the way to base and go from there. Because the components are completely different on this. So that's in a good spot. Right there. I like that. I don't really like having that box the way it is. But it's got a lot of extra gyroscopes in it to help offset issues with extra weight. Let's repair this again. And I think we'll put it back on. Because now that I look at it, I've got my extra gyroscopes in those components, and really would not be that beneficial. Change that around too much. Yeah, this is completely different designed, so this one may look slightly different. There we go. Let's get our replacement thrusters in our bar here. Maybe. Yeah, a tabbed block holder would be great. Like one with everything, and then you can drag and drop on other tabs or something. I don't know. That seems to make sense to me. Keep within that user-defined ideal that the game is built off of. You know, we got some parts, and the user defines what they want. Okay, does anybody else see the armored thrusters? Because I lost them. There we go. Don't need that. Rotate. That's right, they're the same, they're just a little more expensive. And we do want to keep that visible, the charge bar, so we know whether or not we're using battery power and how much we have left. Alright, now I feel a lot better with that solution finally out of the way. I do feel a lot better about it. Put that back. Okay. And now we gotta rotate this so that it's facing backwards. Oh, you know what? I just realized that I wanted to change the thrusters on this because it was not sufficient. Well, shoot. We are going to have to tear it down. I'll accidentally do the battery bit. Actually, that battery needs to come up where the rest of it is. We're running out of space. Well, shoot. Let's put a small cargo bay up here so I can hold parts. I think small should be enough. Just for the extra parts. Just slap it down on the wire. That'll work. Oh, and I'm short interior plate. Guess we gotta go back down anyway. Might as well grab a bit. Lag. Oh, there we go. Interior plate. Should be enough. Maybe. Alright. Now we gotta place a stow junk. We don't want to take the reactors in. Because they are chock full of stuff. There we go. Yeah, this one's still going to end up looking different than the rest of them. Alright, battery box. Oops. Alt tabbed out. Trying to figure out, let's see, how do you get between the tabs? Is it shift 2? That's it. Okay. Shift 2, we're going to put our power components. Small reactor. Go ahead and stick a large reactor on there. Used reactor, why not? Sure. Little battery. Mini reactor. Your standard battery, wherever it went, and the drop pod batteries. Where's the big battery? Docking ring. That's something I needed to do with it shuttle is figure out a way to get people on and off the shuttle to the big ship. I don't know if there's a way to do an extendable ramp or like an elevator or something. But it has to stay clear of the door, the in and out for the shuttle. And it has to be movable so that the shuttle can move freely. And it also has to line up. Where is this battery? With the doors. Never drink milk before speaking. Oh boy. It's crazy that I've lost it. It's such a standard thing that I use all the time, all the ships I build. Ever since they introduced it, I made sure to put one on. Each one I've built since. Which hasn't been that long ago. I mean, I got the game before that, but like I said, I just got this game on the 4th of July weekend. And every week it seems they add more stuff, and now there's mods, so there's even more stuff. And I'm trying to get to where I understand the individual blocks. Okay, this is going to drive me nuts. Where the heck is it? My character's going to die because he runs out of power while I'm trying to find the battery. Oh my goodness, it's such an obvious thing too. I know it's up here, right? Up here in the standard op. There it is. Oh, yeah, see, died. Or dying. There's no way I'm going to make it back in time. Don't miss, don't miss, don't miss. Didn't miss. Zero died. Oh, I knew that would happen. I just knew I'd die. Oh, I'm back on this base. Okay, well, I made it to engineering at least. See if I can collect my goodies. Oh, poor fellow, he's sad. Okay, well, we don't need any of the other stuff. I'm gonna have a dead body hanging around in engineering. Let's call it radiation poisoning or something. Alright. And that is not held on by anything, is it? Is it shift one? No! Alright. Let's see where we are with this. Let's get our reference out. Actually, why don't we just do this? Reactor group off. Battery. That's fine. Thrusters. On. Gyroscope on. a little bit. That's alright, we don't mind. There we go. Alright. Now we have the front bit with our things, and that's the front blocks here. Empty blocks. They're serving as a barrier and bar. Alright. Then we need... What do we need? Should we put a conveyor and contain cargo set up there? I do kind of want a conveyor on the one side. We could put all of our gyroscopes right in there. Oh, I've left that bit all over, didn't I? It's not the same on the other side, though. It's a bit off somewhere. Well, let's fill it up. Here we go. A nice box there. Two gyros down. Third gyro down. Alright. We're going to change this a little bit. We're going to put all of our main gear equipment in here. In the first bit. What happened to my gun? We're going to put blocks for building in the third bar. We got enough room? It's our standard blocks. The fourth bar should be general components. really use connectors all that often. Oh, no, I want to keep those as alternates. Ah. It's a new thing, I'm going to have to get used to it. That's shift 4, 1. Shift 1, 2. Okay. I'll get used to it. Don't you worry. Alright, now I believe we had our thrusters on 3. No, 4. 4. And this one we want, whoa! We want to replace with large thrusters. But that's not going to work too well on the other side. Let's go shift 3 real quick and fill in this spot here. Ah. Just a new method, that's all. I get used to it. Yeah, that won't work with the installing the couplings. Huh. Well, first we're going to have to make sure this sucker doesn't move anymore. Doggone it. Legs got me dropping blocks everywhere. There we go. Now in this interior portion, that should not cause issues with the reactor and all that moving around. Alright, let's get in here. Recharge. That should do. Well, I'm excited to see how well this does. I'll be watching myself here on the television here soon. Recap all tonight. Alright, now we can remove these. And yes, I do know that I'm leaving this thing here floating without a thruster or anything holding it in place. Now, it was shift 2, right? No, 3, 4. Shift 4, number 6. Damn it. Shift 4, number 6. Oh, shift 1, number 1. I just saw that. Check, make sure there's nothing back in there. Okay, that's good. Ah, I did it again. Pretty much everything on there. Let's put the gyros in. I think 6 gyros probably is good. I could be wrong though. Let's shift 4, number 1. My short construction components. And a motor. Should have brought the welder, huh? Oh, no, that's computers. I want construction components and motors. Oh, wow. Out of construction components already. Well, phooey. So we have to come down here and get some. I put them? Where are they? There's some. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Let's get these out of the way. And all of those are on. Now I need interior plates and small steel tubes, which I believe I have some enough of them in here. Hopefully. And, oh, not enough room. There you have those. That should be enough. Alright, number 1 is on. We've got our gyro bay, all this stuff. We could take these off. Make sure I didn't accidentally grind some stuff off there. That part's done. Good, good. Alright, let's go back to number 4 and another number 6. Just to keep things about right. And I did not put any cargo containers on here, did I? No, I didn't, gee. Let's put... let's put them on number 2. We generally use small... I guess we could switch mediums out for large, but yeah, small and large. Let's try 8 small. I believe it. No, it's medium. Dang it. Medium and large. That's what we used last time. Properly oriented, yes. No! Shift 1, 1. Switch to 2. It's on number 2, and we are at number 8. There, that's proper. Shift 1, and my suit is out of energy again. accidentally bump that sucker. I'll be chasing it everywhere. Alright, where did I say I was at? That I was missing? Was it interior plate? Doggone. And small steel tubes. We can get the small steel tubes from here. Only got 4 left. Drop down and grab some interior plates. So I'm done with this. It's time to retire the Scarab. That means we get to dismantle something. My very first ever ship. I don't mind because I've got better ships now. Modifications of stuff I saw, like, oh, that's how that works. And got to where I understand the blocks a little better, so yeah, these are way more efficient. Small footprint, fit where I need them. My list missing small steel tube. Do more and hold more. So there you go. No reason to hold on to an older model there. There we are. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, that does it for that portion. Now, we want, was it 2 that has, yeah, it's 2. Raise this up. Make sure it's aligned correctly. There we go. And we need a cockpit. Actually, that should go number 1. And we'll go back to number 2. And for some reason it didn't take. I'll put the large cargo container on there. There we go. That was ship 1. And 6 is the cockpit. There we go. Pop this on. There we go. Now it's looking more like it conforms to our existing designs. Do need these. Might as well pop all this stuff in there. Almost got it all. There we go. We'll have this sucker finished in no time. Was it 4 that has the coupler? 8. Yep, that's what it is. basic systems in place. Here's an issue though. Let's get this out of the way. Wait a minute. I had that set up here, didn't I? In the newer model, it's back here. That's where it is in the newer model. I don't know. I really need to put large thrusters on it, so it's got that oomph that it needs in order to get things moved. It's just too darn big. I need medium thrusters for a small ship. Gotta close the back door on this, cover it up. Just have to. Now the only thing left is forward. Reverse. Now it's got two in the front, but only one going back. And that sticks out too far, so I think a good solution, we remove this, and we will slap a couple down. 3 on the sides here. We're going to need to add some plating. Even this up a bit. do the same on this side. There we go. Now we're only missing the downward thruster. I don't know what to do about that. See, now we're going to run into the issue. We don't want it to extend past the landing gear. And that is definitely going to extend past the landing gear. See, it'll fit there. Here we go. Yeah, it'll fit there. But it's too far down. And our suit energy is low again. Sorry, you know what? We can take this back. No, I don't want to take it back yet. I was going to say, bring the welder up. I probably ought to do that anyway. I think I will. Let's go ahead and bring the welder up. We can work on some of these thruster components here. That's going to be a problem. Because there's no power or thrust or anything to keep it stable. Oh. Why am I stuck? Okay. For some reason I can't leave. That is very odd. All right. Well, we have some technical difficulties then. What is it? Okay, that is well beyond the force necessary to take off. Huh. Well, what's holding it down? I dented the heavy block there a little bit. Why you no move? Let's try this one. Alright, battery on. Thrusters on. Gyroscope on. This one's having no problems. Shit, it's brand new. Okay, there's two. There's three out. So I cannot spot the reason. Holy crap, now it wants to move. Oh sure, now you want to move. And that's why we built our ship landing bay out of heavy armor. It must have been catching on to the other one or something. I don't know. It didn't look like it was linking or magnetizing to it. I guess it was. Weird. You know what? Let's link these. Welders. Darn caps lock. There we go, and now we can put it on our thing. currently turned off. Tilt so we can see what we're doing. Hit 3 and they are automatically on. Wonderful. Let's see if we can do this without nudging it all over the damn place. Top one. Other side. Yeah, that's another reason we want to refit these is things like those conveyor tubes. They're great for what they're used for. But on little ships like these that get in and do a lot of work, if you got them exposed, they tend to break pretty easily. And then your automated systems don't work anymore. So we're going to do away with those, just like we did with the first MK2, and just not use it. Reduce the amount of components necessary in order to create these ships. Now the problem here is, like I said, we need a large thruster on the bottom. One, at least one. And I just saw that. It's terrible. Oh my goodness, and my inventory is full. Any of you spot the problem here? I'll give you a moment to figure it out. I can't believe it did that. Oh, boy. Alright. Oh. Just derping along. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to do that. Oops. Is that the one? There we go. Well, everybody makes little mistakes like that sometime. Pretty sure, anyway. There we go. I don't know, maybe we're going to have to settle for smaller thrusters on the bottom. maybe 4 right here. Let's put them on and see how that looks. Get 6. And hopefully that won't stick too far past the skid plate. Let's grab some thruster components here. Pick those up too. Alright, now I think we can add the other landing gear, and that is sticking too far down. Our other option would be to take those back out and maybe just stick with 4 on the sides here. Yeah, that's a better solution there. If they stick too far down, they're going to burn anything that goes. At least with them recessed by 1 more in that area that I just put them in, the slightly less damage done. Ah, crap. Now it's going to be odd. Any ideas? I could move that. Let's get the uranium out of there. I can move it out one. Seven. Let's try that. Where's my, oh. Where did I put those reactors? There we go. It's slightly off from the rest of them, but I mean, alright, the whole ship is pretty much off from the rest of them, but still, you know it. It's recharging done here. Oh, hey, Mike. Mike finally charged up. See, I knew this one was going to be a hassle. We got all that done? Yeah? Okay, good. Let's give it the uranium back. Oh, and starting up its reactors. It's going. Don't need all the gyros on. One should be enough just for flying around. Those get kicked on whenever it latches on something big. gyro. Yeah, perfectly fine for a little bit of running around. This one's definitely going to be faster than the rest of them. Still gotta put the landing gear and the skid plate on. And maybe do some armoring, but I don't really see a whole lot of need for it since it's all pretty much just thrusters. Oh, it's not gonna look as good as the other one. That's just the way it is. Let's fly out here and test it out real quick before we get too into it to see if that really does make a difference. I mean, it should. Oh yeah, well, we're speeding pretty fast. Our power usage is way overloaded. Way more than it should be. Lag is terrible in this little sucker. As I said, weapons are disabled right now, so I was considering turning them back on. What we got? Military escort and a mine layer. Oh my goodness. Well, let's bring them to a halt. Both of them. We're going to try and get both of them done. Hull pad on auto lock. We are at maximum speed. Our battery box is not going to charge. 2 hours. Yeah, we're going to turn that on. There we go. That's better. Oh, it's just a mine layer. Just a mine layer. I thought it was multiple ships all cluttered up for some reason, but it isn't. Yeah, those thrusters definitely overloaded every time you touch the button. I think I'm going a little too fast for it. Or slow. Let's speed up. We can slow back down once we get up there. I'm not worrying about being shot at. Weird looking interlocks up there. Come on. Let's turn our beacon on in case we die. Oh, did I turn off the beacon? I didn't add a beacon. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You got antennas everywhere. These things are heavy.
Not as heavy as a military transporter, though. Man, those things are huge. I thought it was big until I started getting it back to my base. That thing is almost as big as my little capital ship I'm building. Get down there. There we go. And Z. Inertial dampeners. Yeah, it's traveling pretty darn fast. Overload, huh? Let's check our battery. Got about 32 seconds worth of extra thrust that we're not overloaded. Alright, that's good to know that we'll need the backup battery power in order to stop anything that's with the both reactors going. I may need to add an extra set of reactors to this. Yeah, it's slowing it down quite a bit faster than it was with just the dual regular size thrusters. Here's a question. Turn the gyro group on. All of them. Can we move it? Overload. Hmm. Let's turn half of them off. Overload still. Still overloaded. What do we do? Oh, battery ran out. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need something like that. Some little bit of extra oomph in our drive. We upgraded the thrusters, but didn't upgrade the reactors. All right. Where's that little readout? That's what I want to know. Here. There we are. Missing total 1.75 megawatts. Yeah, that's quite a bit more. So we're gonna need a lot of reactors in order to make that. Okay. Darn. I don't have enough room for that many large reactors won't fit on this tiny little ship. How's our refueling coming along? It's taking its sweet time. 6-7, 6-7. Got a large portion to go through. We got 5. Yep. And that's the capture a stray ship with no weapons enabled. So I got the military transporter, and then it's just once you get it stopped, it's a matter of just taking your time and grinding your way, or installing a cockpit somewhere, and as long as it's not booby trapped, this one is fairly certain. You're pretty clear. You just got to get past the guns. That's the hard part. Now that you have to dismantle things in order to access them, it does add quite a bit more difficulty to it. You can only imagine what it's like with PvP when you've got to worry about people coming to defend it while you're trying to grind it down and rebuild it. The bad part is you can't really access anything even if you grind down something, or you put in a pad or something, and you've only got access to that. Everything else is access denied. So in order to get access to those components, you got to find those components, get to them, and yeah, do it all over again. There should be like the AI core or something in these ships, so that yeah, it works that way unless you get the central computer, and if you get the central computer, bam, the entire ship's yours. Also, something better than grind it all the way down and rebuild it. Be an extra little thing, little handheld device, little boop, plays your little hacking animation where you're hacking into the computers for that device. Same thing as building and grinding. You just got stages you go through, and it takes time. Just like anything else. Maybe you could have it take the same time as grinding it down and then rebuilding it. Double the normal time of just one or the other, but both of them together. That'd be alright. Just a little illusion that you're actually doing something other than tearing it down and rebuilding it as yours. Oh, we got it down to 0. Let's turn our inertial dampeners off, power our ship down, get out, and steal the ship. I believe there is access here somewhere. I know there's probably a door somewhere. That's right. Woo! Say goodbye, Mr. Trap. Bye, Mr. Trap. Hopefully that was the only one. We don't care. Nope, access denied. No gravity on this ship. One of these
command bridge. I don't know if it's this one. We'll see. I don't really need the ship. I just wanted to test the thing. Probably just park this somewhere until I get around to tearing it up. Well, come on, break down. It'd be even better if we had a little mini game. Like, you start hacking, and you got a little mini game where you gotta hack through the computer system, maybe use that same little dial, animated dial it's got. Little dots. I don't know. Oh, this is and there we have it. Inertial dampeners on. Make sure my little ship's attached well. I'm going to turn this sucker. Rotate it. Oh, what's going on there? Get it properly aligned for a good approach. Oh crap, there's a military escort. I don't really need one of those. That's that junk I had laying out there. I left laying on the floor back there, bumping around. There you have it. One military mine layer seized. Might do another junkyard episode where just scrap this one, but I mean, not really any need. This one's pretty straightforward, not like the transporter, which has corridors this way and that and everywhere. This one, you find the hidey spot and go through it, dismantle the trap on the way, and get in the bridge and go. That's it. There's not that many little tunnels through it either. There are a couple little spots, but that's about it. I don't even think this one has interior guns to protect it. Escort does. These ships aren't exceptionally interesting to me. They're just scrap. I considered doing a junkyard episode type deal where I download ships from the workshop and then tear them all up. I think that's a pretty good idea. I might do that just for fun. It's like each week get a different downloadable workshop ship and just demolish it. Not explosives or anything, but tear it apart with the grinder ship and take little breaks here and there. Good views of everything so you can see all the workings. Did not want to stop, did it? It still don't want to stop. Overshot a little bit. There we go. I think we'll end it once we get back to base. We'll end it there for the day. And hey, I hope you guys enjoyed the show and have a wonderful day. We'll see you again later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that other crap. See me on YouTube. Make comments in the comments area. Chat in the chatty box. All that jazz. Man, this thing is slow. Getting too used to my little bitty ships. It turns pretty well. Crap. How the hell did that happen? Which one was it? Shoot, by the time I find my way out of here. It'll have been completely destroyed. How the hell do I get out of here? I just got through saying it was pretty straightforward. There it is. Looks funny. I can't believe I slammed that sucker. Well, it wasn't the grinder, it was the welt. Yeah, it was the grinder. Doggone, where did it go? Oh, please don't tell me I gotta rebuild the ship. I was gonna refit it anyway, but still. That's it. let's check it, see how bad it is. I thought it was the grinder, it's not. Thrusters and everything's still intact, landing gear still intact. Everything else pretty. Alright, it just knocked it over, I guess. Well, let's get it back. Well, that's kind of a beast. I want to get it out of here. Well, that's unfortunate. And that's why we have backup systems. Well, shoot. Well, I'm going to leave it off there. You guys have a great night.